Welcome to This Week at Four Horsemen, where we are in the Mirror Universe.
I don't have my goatee.
This is the Emperor of the Terran Empire, Ron the Butcher. And I am his Orion slave girl.
Oh, that is really bad.
Like, get it? Orion,
You need to be green.
Ryan O.
Yeah.
Get it? Yeah.
I get it.
And also slave girl.
I'm okay with that.
Four Horsemen Comics and Gaming does not endorse slavery under any means.
Green or otherwise.
Maybe only in Star Trek.
That's all right.
So, Emperor.
Yes, I decree that This Week at Four Horsemen is going to be about our weekly show where we discuss our upcoming events, sales, promotions, and other nerdy events in the Morgantown area.
Yes,
word for word that time.
Good.
Word for word.
2 weeks in a row. All right, we're going to start off this episode like we do every episode with a giveaway of sorts. We're going to give this out to everybody who watches this. On screen, you're going to see a $5 coupon. Boom.
That's really neat.
See that right there? All you have to do is take this video from any of our platforms, pause it here, show it to the person at the counter, and you will get $5 off of your next purchase of $30 or more.
Pause it right there.
This does exclude TCG sealed product and Gundam models, but basically it's free money.
What kind of models?
Use it. Gundam.
Gun what?
Damn.
Damn models.
Moving on to new comics.
We got new comics this week?
Yes, we did.
It is Tuesday.
And from DC Comics, we have a new Harley Quinn special. It's Harley Quinn, be careful what you wish for. This is a
Does she have a genie lamp?
This is a story where Harley gets a genie lamp, and she gets unlimited wishes.
Unlimited cosmic power.
And you see every other DC character. There's like,
oh, the Eggman, the Egghead. Is that his name? What?
That's the face they're all making.
Oh, yeah.
They're all like, oh, this is bad.
That's the appropriate response.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, she only gets 3 wishes. How
No,
much
she
damage
gets
can-
unlimited wishes.
Why does she get
That's the premise.
Everybody else gets 3 wishes.
So, because she can cause more chaos with unlimited wishes.
That is true. That is true. And she's Harley. Who's going to tell her no?
Also
Mr. J. No?
Also from DC this week, we have Action Comics issue 995 and Detective Comics issue.
Wasn't paying attention. 972.
That's why I threw to you. So we just want to...
Is that Batwoman?
Yes.
That is Batwoman.
We just want to illustrate how close these are
to 1,000.
This
is history,
1,000
guys.
issues.
How long have comics been around? Like millennia.
I
Stone
think
tablets were the first ones.
when
Fun
Action
fact.
Comics hits 1,000 issues, we should do a giveaway where we give away 1,000 back issues.
1,000 pennies?
1,000 back issues.
1,000 pennies.
I think we should do that.
We'll see.
We will see.
I don't have that many Superman back issues.
No, just 1,000 back
Just
issues.
1,000 random back issues?
Yes.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, we're not.
Then from Marvel
What else?
Comics,
Marvel. Oh, this looks so good.
book I'm excited for. What is this?
Old Man Hawkeye. If you're familiar with the Old Man Logan story, this is kind of the
And this is from the
tandem. Yeah.
This is from the original Old Man Logan continuity. It takes place a little bit before that story. I got a sneaky preview. I'm excited. It looks really cool, and it is similar brutality level from what I said. He does some questionable things with arrows.
First one was pretty brutal.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's as brutal.
Yeah.
Because Wolverine, because Hawkeye.
Yeah.
But it's comparable.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And then moving on to Star Wars.
Star Wars, of course. Who is that lady with the lightsaber?
So Darth Vader issue 10. We've been building up to this, and in this new issue,
What?
he's finally going to fight Jocasta.
New.
Oh, so we've been building
so
up to this
many.
for a little bit now, but this is where Vader and Jocasta finally throw down. And you can probably guess the end. But I read it. It's really worth picking up. This Vader's probably, if not the best, it's one of the best Star Wars books out right now.
I think she's going to take him. No? I really like
She's going to collect the late fees on his books.
her. I doubt that.
She's going to say, Mr. Vader, you failed to return lightsaber 101.
I'm going to need $1.72, please. And your library card.
So continuing the series of one-shots from Star Wars Forces of Destiny, we had Leia last week, and this week we have Rey.
Yep. Looks like she's back on Jakku.
Well, no, I assume this takes place before
she left,
Force
yeah.
Awakens, yeah. The Leia book was excellent. I haven't got a chance to read this one yet, but I would bet it's good as well.
Yep.
Cool. We have something coming back.
weekly events. Oh no, this thing.
Yes.
Oh,
The Four Horsemen versus series is back.
we haven't done the recount yet from last year, but it's in progress. I was robbed.
I did several recounts, and you got first pick.
That's true.
I would have picked Obi-Wan too.
Yeah.
But I got stuck with Gandalf and then won. All right, so what is the Four Horsemen versus series? It's our fantasy single elimination tournament bracket that we host through Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And this show, we put up a new round every Tuesday morning. You get to go and vote. You can comment, tell us why X person would win, and the best comment gets 25% off their next purchase here in the store. And we have our new bracket for 2018. We're going to go over it. And this is all community nominated aside from Gandalf, who won last year, who's automatically included. The other 63 participants are nominated by the people. Okay. Yes, Beck, you can get that. So we're going to go.
We're leading off with Daryl Dixon.
All right. No, we're not going to comment here. We're going over the bracket,
okay,
so that everybody knows who the participants are, because these are all community nominated. Everybody wants to know if their person got in.
Right.
There are 32 matches here. We can't comment on every one of them. All right. So first up, which we'll be getting to soon, is Daryl Dixon versus Red Sonja.
Okay. Are we talking about the next one?
We're going over them all.
All right. Dorilio and Alara Catan. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, she better win.
And then we have Jean-Luc Picard and Thor the next week. And after that, we have the Dungeon Master from the D&D cartoon versus the Powerpuff Girls.
That's great.
And then Duke Nukem versus Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Around you read all
Rick and Morty going up against Barbarella. R2 going up against Green Arrow. We have Power Rangers going up against Arya Stark. We got Ugin the Spirit Dragon versus Carnage.
I'm looking forward to that one.
That's going to be a good one. We have Beetlejuice against Bender. That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Iceman versus the Dream. Inuyasha.
Inuyasha. Yeah.
Inuyasha and Ifrit.
Yep.
Ifrit.
And then Naruto Uzumaki versus X-23. There's going to be lots of claws in that one. The Jabberwocky versus Jotaro Kujo. Spyro versus Bahamut. And Krampus versus Pinkie Pie. She better bring that party cannon.
Bye-bye, Pinkie Pie.
Uh-huh.
All right. Also, on the other side, we've got Nicobolus versus Sinestro. Jareth the Goblin King, yes. Versus Harry Potter, yes. Pikachu versus She-Hulk. Ganon versus the Emperor of Mankind. Alexander Anderson versus Reptar. Howard the Duck versus Purple Man. And
Ant-Man versus Pinhead.
Yes.
Ooh. Conan the Barbarian versus Nagash. MacGyver versus the Skeksis.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be out that week. Star Sapphire versus Elizabeth Swann. Ezra Bridger versus Spock.
Ooh.
I know who the logical choice is there. Yeah. Voldemort versus Jack Burton. And,
you know what Jack says.
And Lion-O is actually evicted from this, so it will not be Lion-O. It will be Gandalf. And unfortunately, he'll be facing the Hulk in round 1. So we'll see if the champion can come out.
We've also got Skeletor going up against Jessica Jones. That is not going to end well. Poison Ivy versus Popeye. Victor Von Doom versus Waluigi.
So we've got a big pool there. We'll be going over these one a week. But round 1, week 1, match 1, Red Sonja versus Daryl Dixon.
If we kill Daryl Dixon,
they'll riot.
Yes, there will be riots across town.
All right, so I think if this were a cage match, then the Barbarian lady gets it.
Oh yeah, hand to hand, he doesn't stand a chance.
But as a lot of people, particularly Truby Turner, had pointed out in the comments, she doesn't wear a lot of armor.
That's true.
Nor does she wear a helmet.
She has lots of padding though.
And if you watch The Walking Dead, 95% of every zombie that Daryl kills is right here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He also grew up in the woods, lived in the woods for years. He's very stealthy.
You don't think her reflexes are going to just snatch the arrow?
Well, see, that's where shout out to Ira Weil pointed out in the comments and actually gave us a JPEG from comics where she can dodge and catch arrows.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Daryl's in trouble then, because she's going to just wing that thing right back at him. So are we taking bets on this one?
I mean, I'd like to see Daryl win this, but If I were a betting man, I might have to go on the other side here.
I would really like to see Daryl make it, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I'd like to talk about Daryl in multiple matches because he's an interesting guy, but
he may not make it out of round 1.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Sorry, ladies.
All right, so
yes, vote on it.
Yeah, go
we
to
don't decide. You guys decide.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Vote to tell us why you might win a discount.
Yep.
All right, moving on to our weekly events. This is the stuff we do all the time.
Every week.
For more info, go to our social media. Wednesday, we have D&D Encounters at 6, Proxy Legacy at 6:30, and Heraclits at 6:45.
Thursday, we have Commander Night from 5 to close. X-Wing Thursday night flights from 6 to close.
And then on Friday, we have Proxy Legacy at 6, Modern at 6:30, and Friday Night Pokemon at 6:30 as well.
Always a good time. Sunday, we got Commander from open to close, Pokemon League at 1 to 2, and Dice Masters at 2 p.m.
And for last week's events, we want to give a big shout out to everybody who came to the Ixalan Store Championship. And we want to say congratulations.
Good job, Rudy.
Rudy Juraka, who is our Ixalan Store champion. He got one of the most gorgeous playmats I've ever seen in my entire life. Not to mention 3 months of free F&M.
Look how much me and Rudy look alike. I never noticed that.
Wait, is that Rudy? I thought that was younger you.
Much better looking.
Wait, try to make his face. Try to parallel his head and just make his face.
I can't do it.
Oh man, it's uncanny. No offense, Rudy. No offense. So we do have a big event this weekend.
We got another Magic event coming up. We got the Rivals of Ixalan pre-release weekend. Saturday events. Everything's going to kick off right after our Friday night F&M. The first one is a midnight release at 12:15, 1 o'clock on Saturday, 5 o'clock on Saturday, 2-Headed Giant Sealed at 7, and then on
Sunday we have events at 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock. All of the events have a $30 entry fee, and we also have a pre-order special.
We do. Any player that registers and plays in a pre-release event may order a Rivals of Ixalan booster box at a rate of $90 before tax. You can only get 100 of these at that price. Pre-orders close at the 12th at 9 p.m. Only 100 boxes.
And
get them now.
We got a raffle.
We also have a raffle. Raffle's also in blue. That's mine.
Yes.
Any player who plays in at least 4 events will be entered in a raffle to win an entire box of Rivals of Ixalan. Events will also be done for a free month of F&M.
Before we move on to our next event, I want you to picture that picture of Rudy in your head again.
Yeah.
And I want you to do your best Dr. Evil. And just do it.
Do my... What are you going to say?
He's my mini-me.
He's my mini-me.
Blaine pointed out in the comments.
Yes, that is my mini-me. Come here, Rudy. He's never coming back, is he?
Never coming back.
I'm sorry, Rudy. So sorry.
That three free months of F&M is not going to cost you a dime.
He'll never use it. So also for Rivals of Ixalan, we are doing a thing where we're giving away some treasure chests at every single pre-release event. We're going to let people pick a spot on a map, put their X on the treasure map, and the one lucky person is going to win a treasure box full of awesome pirate booty. I've just wanted to say that word like all week.
I prefer dinosaur booty.
I bet you do.
All right, so moving on, we also have a Warhammer 40K event this weekend. It is our Winter 2018 tournament. It's this Saturday at 9 a.m., so we're going to be opening up a little bit early.
Yep.
$15 entry with 2,000-point armies.
That's going to be some big armies.
Lots of big armies.
Lots of big armies.
Well, I don't know why they don't do 40,000 points.
That was terrible.
All right, so moving on, we also have our Child's Play weekend coming up next week. This is going to be heavily featured on next week's show, but real quick, what is Child's Play weekend? This is our annual event where we do a bunch of gaming events that all benefit the West Virginia University Children's Hospital. We're going to have Magic events, Pokemon events, DC Deck Builder events, HeroClix, Magic Team Modern event, Warhammer, and Star Wars X-Wing. There's a chip challenge where Lucas Hendricks, Caleb Davis, and myself are all trying to raise money. We have these glass jars on the counter. You can come donate money. Whichever one of us raises the most is going to eat a picante, picante chip.
It's Carolina Ghost Pepper.
Yeah. It's a Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, one chip marinated in this devil sauce for like 18 years, I think. You're supposed to wear gloves. Lucas said you're supposed to wear gloves with these things.
Oh yeah, if you touch it, if you touch your face,
you're done. You're done. Yeah.
But whoever raises the most is going to eat one. If we raise $600, all three of us are going to eat one.
Please donate.
We will be streaming it.
We will have barf buckets ready.
We're also going to be doing a charity auction all weekend long. We'll have all of our items on next week's show to show you what you can come and bid on. Once again, all the money goes to the WVU Children's Hospital. And we're going to stream an employee Cards Against Humanity tournament late Saturday night. That'll only be on Twitch.
Very late.
Cannot watch it on Facebook. More details next week.
Yep. All right, so we've also got This Week in Star Wars.
This Week in Star Wars. And this is a big one because this Sunday, Star Wars Rebels is back on TV.
That's not R2-D2.
No, that would be Chopper.
I know that. Believe it or not.
I'll work tomorrow night for free if you can tell me his name. His letters.
Choppers?
Yeah.
Google that really quick.
No, all right. Moving on. So this is the last season. They're coming off their mid-season break, and this is the last season. So we have half a season of Rebels to go, and it's done over forever.
I like how Ezra you can actually see his age progression through the series. I remember him being like a little kid, like big old moppy hair and everything.
After season 3, he goes through a lot, and I don't
just mean puberty. Rebels, believe it or
not. It is like the highest reviewed Star Wars media ever.
Oh yeah,
including Empire Strikes Back is better reviewed than Empire Strikes Back.
Wow, it's high praise.
Mm-hmm. I think now I don't put any stock in like IMDb scores and Rotten Tomatoes scores and all that, but
after what they did to Last Jedi, I don't either.
And but people do.
Yeah,
and I believe at last look, Rotten Tomatoes score for Rebels was 100%.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And if it's not still that, it's in the high 90s. Yeah. I looked at the Google does movie review percentages too, and it was like 94% or something like that.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And that's critics and fans.
Yeah. Did you ever do a movie review? Where do they get these people to do movie reviews? I'd love to do one.
So there are people who IMDb, IMDb. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's also like a sort of a social networking site where you can have a profile and you can rate movies and watch movie reviews and people do that.
Yeah.
Like as their hobby, their thing, Moving on.
Right.
Speaking of movies.
The more you know. Movies, this week in movies, we got a movie coming out called The Commuter,
which wins the award for best poster in 2018 so far.
We're like 5 days in, but I'll give you that one.
I mean, it's a really good. So this is a Liam Neeson movie where he's a commuter. He's on a train. It's just my nose, beeswax.
Weird stuff happens.
This lady's like, "Hey, there's $75,000 in the bathroom."
She wouldn't get done with that sentence before I'd be like, "Who do you want me to kill?"
She doesn't even want him to kill anybody. She's like, "There's somebody on this train who can't be here. I need you to find them. Take them out." She's like, "No." She's like, "Did you kidnap my daughter?"
"I will find you." I have a particular set of skills.
But so this is about Qui-Gon, and he's trying to read his newspaper, and this Gungan just won't leave him alone, and he's just like, "Oh, God. The ability to speak does not make you intelligent."
Misa, get the sports section.
So there's not.
All right, but doesn't that poster remind you? What was the old? Shoot, the guy he's running down the road. There's a plane chasing him.
Fugitive.
Jimmy Stewart. North by Northwest. Yeah, that poster reminds me of North by Northwest. I don't know why.
Because there's a guy running.
This guy running. He's in the middle of the poster. And like that.
I don't actually think of that movie. I actually think of the Leslie Nielsen parody that they did in Spy Hard.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's in the cornfield and he's getting chased down by the RC plane.
Of course you do.
Moving on. Real quick, Horsemen of the Week. We want to give a shout out to all of the great applicants we got for the Magic Tournament organizer position. We don't have a decision yet.
Yep.
It's a very hard decision because we had lots of great people come out.
A lot of good people come out. Thank you guys so much for showing interest in the position. That shows that you guys really do care about the community and are willing to step up and take a more active role. We really appreciate it.
Nobody gets rich doing that job, so anybody who wants to do it wants to make a difference in the gaming community here locally.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
All right, so moving on to the Four Horsemen mailbag real quick. If you want to submit a question in the Four Horsemen mailbag, just send it through any of our social medias. Find me in the store, find Ron in the store, give us the question. Do whatever you need to do. Just yell it at me across the street. So we had a local smart aleck who dared us to do a whole month worth of questions from Cosmo. That is Cosmopolitan. That is the magazine we both love to read.
Every cover to cover. Every week.
We started last week, so we've got another one here. All right, you're going first.
Why do I get to go first?
when it comes to picking up guys, who is your celebrity role model?
Oh, that's easy. I'm totally going to steal what Alex said earlier. I pattern my ability to pick up men after The Rock, because he has these huge arms. He can pick up two at once. Thank you. Back to you.
And I assure you I will be less literal. But I want to thank you for that, Drax. That was insightful.
Drax, yeah.
Drax isn't a celebrity per se.
He's a guardian of the galaxy. How's he not a celebrity?
Okay. So I have to agree with one of the suggestions from the magazine. I just have to go with Anne Hathaway.
You read that article? Okay.
Do you think I just...
Not judging.
I had to get the question somehow. Okay. But I have to go with Anne Hathaway.
Okay.
Because of how she portrays herself in public. Aside from being a classic beauty...
Yeah.
You never find her doing anything embarrassing in public. She's never out there wearing anything that's too revealing. She respects herself. Right. She's a role model to young women and teaches them to respect themselves. She's very intelligent.
Sorry, we lost Alex.
And also, we're both just stone cold foxes.
Well done. Well done. Yeah, you win that round.
Hathaway 2020.
I'd vote for her.
She's Ella Enchanted Me.
I can't even name any of her other movies. I've seen her in a ton of stuff, though.
Maybe Batman?
Oh, she was Batman.
No, she was Catwoman. All right.
I'm done. I quit.
So here's where we get to the part where we do our weekly sale.
Yay.
But we're just going to remind you, we're giving away free money. Use this.
More money.
Bring this on your smartphone. Pause the screen here. Show it to the person at the register. You get $5 off your purchase of $30 or more.
Nice.
Free money!
Free money!
With a horse on it. All right. So we have some social medias. But don't go away. All right.
Yes, stick around.
Please like us at facebook.com/4horsemancomics. Follow us at Instagram at 4horsemancomics. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/c/4horsemancomics gaming. Follow us on Twitter at the number 4horsemancomics. So watch all of our streaming content at twitch.tv/4horsemancomics and shop our TCG inventory at shop.4horsemancomics.com. All right, we're going to roll for next week's movie scene. If we could scroll down on the Word document. Number 9, Ryan O. A scene from either Ewok movie.
Can we just throw the credit?
You're going to be single.
No, we're not.
Yes.
Is there a part where they're getting roasted?
There's the scene from the beginning of the first movie where the whole family dies.
Okay, let's do that one. Let's do that one.
I could do it from memory.
I'm sorry.
All right. But we do have our scene.
We do.
This is from last week. This is a scene from A Christmas Story.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Let me go get the door.
What is this?
What is it?
I don't know. Bring it in. Bring it in here, guys. What is this? Oh my gosh, it's huge. It says Fragile. It must be Italian. Oh my god, there could be anything in here. What? Would you look at that? Would you look at that?
What is it?
It's a leg. Sorry guys, I don't have a lampshade to put on him. Let's end this. Get that off of here. We could put it in the living room.
My leg hurts.